If you're out here burning diesel and wondering where the hell the good loads went, you're in the right place. This is Alex from Keynnect, and like every Thursday, here we are with another freight market update. I'm going to tell you exactly where the money's at right now. I'm giving you the straight facts about what's happening in the spot market. Real numbers, real opportunities, so you can position your rig where the cash is flowing. Let's roll! Alright, here's what's happening nationally. The market cooled off after July 4th. And before you start panicking, that's normal. It happens every damn year. The fireworks go off, the barbecues get packed up, and freight takes a breather. But here's the good news that should get your attention. Dry van load volumes are up almost 8% compared to last year. You hear that? 8% more freight moving than this time last year. That's not a dead market. That's opportunity knocking. The market's soft but stable, folks. We're not seeing rates crater like they did back in 19. Things are tracking predictably, which means if you're smart about it, you can plan your moves and make money. No surprises, no sudden drops, just a market that's behaving itself. Now pay attention to this next part because this is where you make your money or waste your time. Load to truck ratio. This is the number that tells you where to point your hood ornament. Look at these numbers and tell me where you'd rather be running. Flatbed, 22.5 loads per truck. Reefer, 10.1 loads per truck. Dry van, 6.1 loads per truck. Holy smokes. Flatbed drivers, you seeing this? 22.5 loads for every truck. That's not competition. That's a damn feeding frenzy. You flatbedders are sitting prettier than a chrome Peterbilt at a truck show. Reefer's holding strong at 10-1. Still plenty of meat on that bone. But dry van, 6-1 means you're fighting 5 other drivers for every load. Time to think about your options, van drivers. Let's talk money, because that's why we're all out here, right? Here's what the national averages are looking like. Flatbeds commanding over $2 a mile. Reefers right behind them. Dry vans holding at about $1.65. Now add your fuel surcharge, about 35 to 37 cents, and you've got your all-in rate. Yeah, rates dipped a penny or two this week. So what? Stop looking at the pennies and look at the big picture. We're still running higher than last year. This ain't 2019, folks. The sky isn't falling. If you're sitting on the couch waiting for 2021 rates to come back, you're gonna have cobwebs on your fifth wheel. Flatbed drivers, come closer. Y'all are sitting on a gold mine right now. Over $2 a mile average. 22 loads per truck and rates up 10% from last year. 10%. You know what's driving this? Construction ain't slowing down. Industrial freight is booming. Infrastructure projects are everywhere. Every overpass getting rebuilt. Every wind farm going up. Every pipeline getting laid. That's your freight. And here's your insider tip. Texas and the Southeast are absolutely on fire for flatbed freight. If you're running flatbed and you're not in Texas right now, you better have a damn good reason. That's where the money's at. Reefer runners, reality check time. The party's winding down from the summer produce peak. That gravy train of Florida and Georgia watermelons, it's heading north, and so should you. But don't go crying in your Mountain Dew just yet. 10 loads per truck is still solid demand. You're not hurting for freight. You just gotta chase it like you chase the harvest. Time to dust off that produce calendar and see where the picks are happening. The easy money from the Southeast is drying up faster than a puddle in Phoenix. Start looking at where the late summer harvests are hitting. Follow the food, follow the money. Dry van drivers, I'm gonna give it to you straight. You're in the most balanced market, which is a nice way of saying you've got the most competition. 6 loads per truck means you're not getting the pick of the litter. But here's the thing. At $1.65 a mile, you're still making money if you run smart. This is consistent, everyday freight. No feast or famine like produce. No worrying about tarping in the thunderstorm like flatbed. You want my advice? Look for the lanes nobody wants. Run the night shifts. Take the multi-stop loads that the prima donnas won't touch. In a balanced market, the driver who works smarter makes the money. Now here's where it gets interesting. When big contract carriers reject loads, where do those loads go? Straight to the spot market, baby. That's your opportunity. Check this out. Southeast was running over 10% rejections in early July. That's a lot of freight hitting the spot boards. West Coast, cold as yesterday's coffee at 3.5%. Slim pickings out there. Flatbed nationally, 15% rejections. You know what 15% rejection rate means? It means flatbed carriers are so busy they're turning down freight. They've got the power to cherry pick, and the loads they don't want, that's where you come in with your spot rate. Follow the rejection rates like a bloodhound. High rejections mean desperate shippers and better spot rates. It's supply and demand 101, people. All right, let's get tactical. Where should you be pointing that rig right now? Florida and the Southeast. The produce party's over, folks. Yeah, there's still freight, but the gold rush rates are gone. If you're still down there hoping for another watermelon bonanza, you're fighting yesterday's war. Texas, now we're talking. This is your steady moneymaker. Flatbed heaven with all that oil, gas, and construction. Reefer opportunity with Mexican produce coming through. Texas, don't quit, and neither should you. This is where smart money parks. Your move? Chase those high rejection rates. That's where shippers are scrambling and paying premium. Don't follow the crowd, follow the desperation. All right, drivers, let's wrap this up with what you need to do right now. 1. Flatbed is king. If you've got a flatbed or thinking about getting one, now's your time. 22 loads per truck don't lie. 2. Geography matters. The Southeast party's over. Texas is where it's at, and the West Coast is colder than a dispatcher's heart. Position yourself where the freight is hot. 3. Don't panic about the market. Rates are stable and better than last year. This ain't 2019. Stop waiting for perfection and start making money with what we've got. 4. Be strategic. Use this data. Position your truck where demand is highest. Work smarter, not just harder. Look, I've been in this game long enough to know the drivers who make money are the ones who pay attention and take action. The market's giving you opportunities right now. Question is, are you going to grab them or let some other driver eat your lunch? If you want to keep getting this kind of no BS market intel that puts money in your pocket, hit that subscribe button and ring that bell. I'm out here every week breaking down what's really happening in freight so you can make informed decisions and make money. Remember, it ain't about the truck you drive. It's about the decisions you make. Stay smart, stay safe, and keep those wheels turning where the money's flowing. This is your market update. Now get out there and get that money and drive safe.